Hi, it's Tanya the Canadian Stamper. It's Wednesday evening and I'm doing a random live in honor of the lights of Aurora Borealis. It's a tongue twister. And so I don't normally go live on Wednesday nights, but when I do, like right now, I can tell you my light is very bright. I'll show you my setup. You want to see my setup? What happens here? I gotta be careful. Actually, my email is up. One moment. Don't need to see Tanya's email. I'm gonna show you this light setup. Can you, I feel like I'm on the sun. Just let me put all these things down. Okay, this is my light. Look at how bright that is. It's crazy. We're making something with the Scenic Adventure, but the suite is called Light and Wonder, and it all has to do with Aurora Borealis. So that's what we're making. The card we're making is in the catalog, so I'm going to show you this stuff. So let's just get right to it. And I was getting ready to. Hi, Marie. I see you jumping on. I was. Okay, honestly, there's sports on, and I'm over it. I don't want to watch sports anymore. The whistle of football is driving me bonkers. So I'm like, I'm going to craft. All right, here's the card we're making. It's all die cutting. This is the sentiment here, embrace the magic, but I'm not digging it, so I don't think we're gonna add it. We might add this one, depending on how we go. And we're gonna do a little zhuzhing to get that, make it look fancy. So it's all die cuts, and this is the Aurora Borealis. So I was at work today and I heard on the radio about the Aurora Borealis showing up in Canada. And I thought I have just the perfect card for this. So this was one of the projects from the Craft and Chat earlier this month. I'm on page 36 of the September to December 2025. So it's similar to this, only that one's it's almost like a slim line. So the dies can be a little intimidating. I mean, look how big they are. But they're actually quite easy to work with. There's a lot of little bits and pieces, but I'll show you a trick to get that out. And then here's the designer series paper, which highlights all of the Aurora Borealis. It's pretty, hey? Then you've got the solid background, and then the scripty font here too. All right, so we're gonna use the die cutting machine. This is the paper. I've sort of chopped it all up and whatnot, so I won't go through it and show you, but you can see it a little bit in there. It's really quite cool. That one's got quite a bit to it. And then we're gonna use the back side of one for the water, which is here. And then we're using the back side, like this is like the bottom of that. So we're just gonna flip it over because it's solid black. And instead of using black cardstock, we're gonna use this DSP. Why not? All right, not to worry. I have extra pieces on standby. Not that I don't trust myself, but it is 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. All right, I'm not doing a PDF for this one, so I'm just gonna give you the measurements right now. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, standard A2 size card base. It does need to be this way, portrait? Yeah, portrait, not landscape. And then we have a piece of this one. So this is gonna be exactly left to right. So exactly at 4 1/4. And then the height of it, if you want to write it down, is at 3. So all of the pieces left to right will be the same. And then I'll tell you what these are going to be. And then this one, so this is you can see the white there. And this one is about 3 as well. I mean, they don't have to be exact, but just to give you an idea of the chunk of paper that I'm using. And this is 2 inches. So this is Lost Lagoon, just to give that extra to the, whatchamacallit, extra to the mountain range. I don't even know where that black piece of paper went now. Oh, here it is. Whew. Black piece is 3 inches as well. That's going to be way more than what we need. I might actually cut that down. And then this is a piece of old olive. It's quite big. It is, that's a random size. Just go 3.5. This is 3 5/8. I think that's a random size that's unnecessary to confuse you. Nobody needs 8s. Let's go 3.5. And this is going to be our water scene. This one's 3 inches as well. So those are all the bits. Now, let's talk about our dies. Oh, let me bring up your comments. Of course. Oh, what's everybody doing on a Wednesday night? What do people do on Wednesday nights when they're not watching me craft? For the first time. All right, so let's marry up our dies with our bits of paper. I want to just tell you something fun that's happening with Stampin' Up. Some of our leaders are in Las Vegas for an event called Backstage. I had my ticket and I canceled it. But the new packaging for Stampin' Up, where we're not going to have these hard cases anymore, they're going to be flat cases, similar to this, but just long. And they're all going to be uniform, so you'll be able, it'll help with storage. But the fun thing that I want to tell you about is that we saw the early release PDF of the January to April mini catalog. And what I noticed in there was the dies have artwork. So right now, when you get the dies, they come in this case. So the case will be more linear versus square. And then it comes like this, and your dies are inside here. So now what's going to happen, and then what I do is I take a photocopy of this, because I don't know about you guys, but I lose my dies. I'm like, I swear it was part of that. But now I won't need to do this anymore, because there will be artwork in the package. So you'll know if you have all your dies. Fun, hey? Oh, there I am. I see me now. Hi. All right, so we have, this one is gonna, Old Olive is gonna have our big trees. The DSP or black cardstock is gonna have this row of trees. And then our water is gonna be this one. You're like, really? That's the water? Yep, truly is. And you'll see that these will nest perfectly. It's really quite cool. And then I'm going to tell you the truth. When I first got this, I did the mountain like this, and I thought, well, that's lame. But actually, it goes this way, and it's much cooler that way. And so when you cut this, when you cut your mountain range out of the white, like so, then this weird squiggly piece, actually it goes like this, fits like that on here. So do you see how some of these dies, they're a bit wobbly? So when you're putting them through the die cutting machine, whether they're thin like this or they're a bit more substantial, be careful of this piece right here. But when they're a bit wonky, I just kind of flex them so they're not wonky anymore. And why that matters is, just be careful, these are quite thin. Why that matters is when you are using your die cutting machine, I'm going to show you. When you have your plates, see how they're warped? If you put your die on there, if it's like this, it's like all wonky, you know? Can you see that? It's lifting here. So just very, very gently, if you're comfortable with it, just give them a little nudge. All right. Carrie out looking at the northern lights in between. Oh my gosh, where are you, girl? Tell me. I wanted to go look, and then Lance is like, it's raining. We're not going to see them. So I'm jealous. Our very good friend Jessica, who lives up in Yellowknife, we went up, to see our friend in Yellowknife, her and James and the family. And it was very fun. We built an igloo, and yeah, it was an awesome experience. Awesome. All right, so let's bring out our sample card. I want to tell you how to kind of line these up. So when you are making your, don't do this. Don't put your die all the way down here. It's better if you do it all the way up here. And I think this one is 3 inches. I don't know where, oh, here's the ruler. What did I say? Yeah, it's 3 inches. So even if you don't need all this real estate, just do that, because you're gonna see, you can sort of see how far my white goes all the way down to here. So you don't really need it to go all the way down, but I'm more comfortable when I have more real estate, you know? Yeah, sure, that looks good. So we're just gonna carefully put that on, get it going. Okay, Carrie, you must be out looking at said lights, because I haven't gotten an info on where you're at yet. All right, so that's the first one. There's our mountain. Let's try not to lose the pieces, Tanya. All right, the next one. Same. This is gonna go like this. So I kind of want it to go about there. And same. Carefully with my dies. Josie or Jose, you're watching them from, yeah, Manitoba. I saw that was kind of one of the best places to see them. I think it was Manitoba, Saskatchewan. There was one of the other provinces too. Oh my gosh, look at that. I nailed that. Just like I knew what I was doing. All right, so now let's do the water. And it's gonna be fun. Wait till you see how this goes together. I do want this to be, I don't want to get crazy. I want to know where my 4 inches is. It's right about there. Just because I was missing this piece when I was getting set up for the live. I don't want that. And I just don't want it to be too, I kind of want this to be within my 4 inches, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's this, we're doing this piece right here. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so see how it bounced like that? We're just gonna give it a little, hey, how you doing? Yep. That's better. Carrie, you're northern Wisconsin. Wow, all the way in Wisconsin. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so we're just gonna, so I have my little 4 mark there. So I'm just gonna take this off. I'm gonna leave this because I'm gonna, like, I don't know about you, but that would be crazy if I was to cut that properly. So I'm gonna wait till it's on the card and then I'm gonna chop it. I'm just making a mess. Okay. All right, so now we're doing the trees. Just to give you an idea, that's how this goes. And then this piece is gonna just brilliantly tuck right in there. So what do I want to do? I want, just kind of want it about there. So save yourself real estate here at the bottom, just in case. And then you will need dimensionals to pop up your different layers. So that's that. Okay, one more. I just gotta show you. So you take the water pieces and it tucks right in. Isn't that cool? How it just nests right in there. I love it. All right, and then this one. So this one, so like I say, this is like it's way more than you need, but not to worry. So for the trees, you can decide if you want to kind of go off to one side or if you want the water to kind of be going off to this side. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. There's no real rhyme or reason for it. Oh, I guess you kind of do need that much real estate because this needs to, oh, I lied to you. You do. It's a barefaced lie. Let me see. This is 3 5/8. You could still get away with 3 1/2, but you do need that much. You do need that much because if you didn't, it would be tricky to glue that down without something at the base. You know what I mean? All right, so that's that last piece. So if you are new to these dies, or you have dies that are kind of complicated and you're not quite sure or feel intimidated by them, because I was when I first got these, so you could obviously look for some tutorials on YouTube. That's where I go when I'm confused. But you can also just take your die cutting machine and some cardstock and just start cutting. And cut out all the bits. And then if you're still not sure, well, you can message me and I will help you. Or you can ask a friend, post in a Facebook group, say, what the heck is this die for? So I'm using your take your pick tool. Whoops, that's not the right end. So to get all the little bits out, whoops. So both of these ends come off. You knew that, right? And then this piece comes on. I think this is a separate attachment. And then comes with a, I hope it comes with a cushion. I don't know where I got this from, ages ago. This way. And then you're just gonna do this. I mean, you could poke them all out, but this is a quicker option. And then if you just have a couple of stragglers, you can flip this around. Do you have a take your pick tool? Do you love it? I love mine. It's a must-have. It sits right here in this side little pocket that I have. Got all my bit. I think I have a YouTube tutorial about how to make that on my YouTube. All right, and then that shakes off into the garbage, of course. And then you can do the same with your die. Okay, personally, I don't worry about this because I just can't be bothered. It's annoying, but sometimes you need to pop them out if your die's not cutting quite right. So then you gotta sit here and kind of poke them all out. But normally I'll just leave that like a rebel. All right, if you flip this in, friends, so you don't hurt yourself. All right, now let's juge the outside of our trees. So I have my daubers. Bonus Tanya time. Hi, Kate. Random live. Welcome. Okay, so I have these daubers. I don't even know. That's not green. I don't even know if we sell these anymore, but I have them, so I'm using them. I'm going old olive because that's going to match here. I'm not totally for sure if this is going to work or not, but I just want a piece of scrap paper. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit, and I just want to, oh yeah, we're zhuzhing. Is that even a thing? Is that what you call it? I don't do this very often, but I felt like it was a bit naked in my sample, wherever that is. What do you think? It's the little touches, you know? Just giving it a little kiss on the outside. Yes, yes. Love it. It's good. Adds a little bit of depth. I'm not gonna get crazy and go like on the inside here. I'll just do this side piece. So Kate, did you notice that I have no nail polish on anymore? It literally came off. I'm blaming the pool. So Kate and I went and had our nails done last weekend. I got gel nails and it didn't even last a week, which is unfortunate. Now it came off, sadly. That's all right, I'm gonna get them done again. I'm just trying to find all my pieces. All right, do a bit of an inventory here and I think we're ready to assemble. There's all of our pieces. Card base, Aurora Borealis, and then all of our bits. One more fancy thing to do, Wink Estella. Now I did it on this card, you probably can't see it, but I did it after the fact. So this time I'm going to add some shimmer to the mountain. This is empty. This is fake news. What about this one? So it's like roulette with my Wink Estellas because one of these has alcohol in them. And you know what that means? It's gonna gush out everywhere. See, like that's way too much. Whoops. This is extra if you want to do this. And fun fact, don't do this. It'll be on my hand for like a week. I didn't mean to put this much on, but if you do this, because you don't ever want to squeeze on top of your project, this glitter will live on you for like at least a week, at least. So I need to get it off my hand. You'd think, oh yeah, you got it, Tanya, but it's not. It'll be there tomorrow, guaranteed. All right, so let's just have a look at the trees. Do you see the difference in the trees? It's just a little bit. All right, let's assemble. Wet glue. And so our piece of designer series paper. Right snug up at the top. Make sure you're getting your Aurora Borealis in the right direction. Step one, complete. Okay, yep. Now you have to make decisions about height and dimension. I love that shimmer. I love it. Okay, so we've got this happening. And then we have these guys. So I'm doing this dry. I always do it dry first, but I'm doing it mostly just to make sure I'm doing my job right here, that I have enough real estate. So I'm taking one of these little pieces and I'm tucking it in behind because it's fancy like that. I mean, you don't have to. You could leave it like that. This is my extra piece. I know I gotta cut that. I'm tucking. Faux show. Yep, that's happening right there. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut on that side. So here's a pro tip then. When doing this water, actually with all of your pieces, I told you 4 all the way across, but if you're new to using the dies or you're not quite comfortable with them, just make them like 4.5. Just to give yourself a little bit of extra, you know? I'd hate for you to cut it all and be like, ah, oh, it's not enough. Yep, all right, let's do it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I know Christine, weird seeing me. But I'm just as much fun on Wednesday night as I am on a Saturday morning, right? I'm a little more tired than I normally am right now. And I can guarantee you I'm going to bed after this. What time is it? 8:30. 9 o'clock's my bedtime. I'm up at 5:20 and out the door by 6. from my ridiculous commute. Okay, you could pop these if you want. The more you pop, the more levels you have to contend with. Okay, we are popping this though. So I will tell you about, in case you're interested, since I have it sitting here with me, I will show you after, is the Holiday Sampler class, which you can do in person on the 29th, or you can get it to go. What's a sampler? Do you guys know what a sampler is? Those of you who maybe do not know or haven't seen it, I'm going to show you in just a minute. And it features the traditions of Christmas. It's kind of like my favorite sweet. Okay, it is my favorite sweet. Okay, so I've just cut in half a mini dimensional, in case you missed that. Okay, now when I pop this, I can do my water afterwards. They don't have to go on together. They can be separate. So I am using the lines on my glass mat just to kind of help me make sure I'm not crooked. Do I want it there? Yes. That's a commitment. Now, whew. It's like perfect. Whew. All right, so you know, like when you have the different dimensions, so I'm going to glue here, but then I need to put some dimension down here. You know how I love my dimensionals. Okay, just so we've got the two layers, all copacetic. And then, so I'm going to add just a bit here. Hi, Lance. Willow is sitting behind me and Lance is coming to say hi to Willow. Okay, so we're gonna just tuck this here. Oh no. Do you see what I've done there? I've got too much glue. I'm like glue happy. You're gonna put Willow under the camera so she can see? You have to look at this camera here. Okay, that's enough. Thank you for making a guest appearance, Willow. Willow the cat. Oh, I saved the day.
There's a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay. Like a 20-second delay, probably?
Is that in case you swear or something?
No. I'm not allowed to swear on Facebook. Okay. I feel like that's crooked. I'm committed though. That's it. Stand down. Okay, and then this is going to cover up my crookedness. You're not even going to know. And we're going to do wet glue here because we're already working with quite a bit of dimension. So do you guys have pets? And if you have a pet, a furry family member, are they like your shadow? Willow's my shadow. She follows me everywhere I go around the house. Every room. She's everywhere. Always. She's my buddy. What about you, Kate? Does Willie follow Willie? Does he follow you everywhere? I know he's your buddy. Okay. We're so close to being done. We just gotta trim and then we're done. And then we need to decide about a sentiment. Oh, thanks, Marie. I love it too. So this is a hot mess, but don't worry. We're just going to chop it off and nobody's even going to know. I'm over on both sides. So do this from the back. Yep. I would never do it this way. I would mess that up for sure. Okay. Aurora Borealis. That is my ode to you. Okay, let me just clean up all this mess and get a sentiment. All right, so there it is. Pretty good, hey? What do you think? You like it? You dig it? Thanks, Terry. Kate, I have 3 spots left, so you can have one of them for my sampler class. Oh, right, I gotta show you the sampler. First, let's do the sentiment. Tell me, please, just breathe and take it slow, or no sentiment? What do you think? Sentiment or no sentiment? I mean, you could always do something on the inside. I think you could add some gems too, but I just like it the way that it is. I don't know that it needs anything because it's just a beautiful landscape, you know? I'm flipping through my gems, but I don't think it even needs it. Maybe one of these. What do you guys think? Natalie? Girl, I was thinking about you before I came on my live. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It was like this, friend, and I took 2 out of the middle, and I thought Natalie would be so proud of me. No sentiment, Natalie says. Maybe this. Oh, Jose says sentiment. No sentiment. Oh, man. Okay, maybe I'll do... I don't even want these here, but I'm doing it now because now I'm committed. I'm doing it. You gotta do 3. You gotta do them in odds. No, I hate it. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. I don't like it. It just wrecks the water. Am I gonna save this? Oh my God, I'm doing it. Oh, don't rip. Oh, I totally nailed that. Whew, saved it. That never happens. All right, so here, I'm going to do this instead. I can't bring myself to doing the sentiment on the other one, this one. So I'm doing this instead. Okay? Okay, now let me show you the sampler. Ready? All right, so the sampler features the Traditions of Christmas designer series paper and suite. So it's a 3D frame. It's about that. How deep is this? Let me tell you. It is about 1.25 inches. It's a framed piece. It's an 8x10 frame. So in the class, it's $40. You get the frame. You get a whole package of this designer series paper. You need to have the dies that go with it. But you get 10% off the dies if you don't have them already. And then I give you all of these extra cardstock pieces to cut them out. And then we do the class on the 29th. It's recorded in case you want to join us, do it on your own time later. And then, so you can get it to go or you can come in person. That's up to you. And then in January, February, March, and April, we're going to do 4 more. So Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and Mother's Day. And then, so you'll have your frame, and then the class will not be $40. I don't know how much the amount will be, but the theme will be those different seasons. And so what you'll do is you will pop out this piece, and then you will replace it with the Easter or the Valentine's Day, whatever it is. And then this is going, well, I'm actually going to make 2 of these. One is going to be in my house for decoration, and the other one's going to go to my mother-in-law, who is in senior assisted living. And then this will sit as decorations. if you have anybody in senior living, they don't have a whole lot of room. And so this is beautiful because then so you can just keep decorating for each season. Anyway, so it's $40. I've got 3 spots left. I don't know if Kate's serious. However, there's just 3 spots. So if you want in on that, then you can let me know. It's beautiful. Or even if you want to make it and give it to somebody as a gift too, and then they can participate in the subsequent classes later. All right. So back to the focus for tonight, which is the Aurora Borealis. There's our 2 cards. Terry, what are you saying? You are... Say what you want inside. Yes, exactly. You don't have to have anything on the outside. I totally agree. It's a good, I love it. Actually, given how thick this is, if you are going to recreate this, put another piece in here. Maybe even a colored piece of cardstock, because it's quite heavy out here, and then this is pretty thin, flimsy. So just add a piece. And then if you have your envelope, which I don't know where my envelope is, take a little piece of your designer series paper and cut a 2-inch strip and just glue it on there so you have a matching envelope, you know? All right, that's it. It's bedtime for me pretty soon. And I thank you so much for joining on a Wednesday night. This has totally brightened up my day. I love to craft and I love it when you join. So thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of your week and have a good sleep. Bye for now.